All right. Look, the point is, we couldn't do our job if it weren't for you guys doing all the paperwork, answering the phones, all that stupid shit that we don't like to do.
All the gunfights, all the car chases, all the sex we don't want to have with women, but we have to, all due to what you guys do. Thank you.
And we do it again and again.
Hey, you shut your face! If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet. You hear me? You hear me?
It's another glorious Monday morning. 5 a.m.-ish. Gonna go in, hook up, some tri-low action. Gonna go down to Cochrane there, to the Big Hill Springs, to another location and grab a heater, and zip that up to Grand Prairie. Be a 2-day event for me. And, who knows what we'll find along our way today. Buddy said, he's like, yeah, you're gonna need a set of chains to get the heater. I'm like, okay. Make the light, yes, I made the light. Weather is still mild. We did have a dump of snow. It's -7 right now. I'm headed north, Gates Avenue. It seemed like it got probably more snow since to the south. Even some of the signs were reading, like on Highway 2 leaving Leduc, it said travel not recommended in Innisfail, Bowden area. I haven't gone anywhere since I brought back that separator from Windfall because I had the weekend off. But I did get prompt. He's like, well, I have this coil. I'm like, I was like, okay, if you need to. I'm like, I'm not really looking forward to having all the coil in this weather, which it would have been probably alright. It was just going to Carrot Creek, so nothing too major hill-wise. Still get the terrified feeling of like spinning out on the pavement, especially with that much weight. You never know what kind of call to make with the road conditions are shitty. It's like, should I not? I don't know. When in doubt, chain it up, blah, 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 blah. Of course, yes, but in the same sense, she's like, you're going to turn your 8-hour day into like a 12-hour day, pissing around, non-stop. But somebody else had to take it out. I'm sure it was fine anyways, because when I came back from Windfall, it was only got crappy Breton Winfield, so I'm pretty sure Highway 20 is that highway. It would have been cleared off and fine by then anyways. It's been warm during the day and melting, which usually makes sure that the pavement is dry and easy travel. And then once you get to Carrot Creek and get on the range roads, townships, well, you just put on your chains, one set and a steer, and just go for it. Usually it'd be fun. But anyways, go in, we'll hook up, and we'll get going. you make that interesting. I got a pin load. I was like, man, I hope I read my dispatch right. Turns out I did. And yeah, because he's like, I go in to see the consultant because my regular dude's not here. Just a touch base, you know. He's like, you got no trailer? I'm like, no, I got a trailer. Oh, it's a pin load. I'm like, oh. I'm like, well, I'm sure you'll have something going back in the next day or two. I'll just leave my trailer here. It's not like I own it. And yeah, so we'll rather come back for some 400s tomorrow because I probably only make it, we'll see. I might only make like Valley View or Fox Creek. Because you're, what am I already? 3 hours into it now. Gonna hit the freeway and just pin to win the whole way. Don't judge me because I'm beautiful. I'm gonna use my phone while driving. Let's see, what's the shortest way to Grand per AB? 7 hours. What's Goog say? Goog says go through Rocky Mountain and all that bullshit. Fuck, look at... No, you fucking idiot. First off, it's the shittiest drive in the world with stop, turn, stop, turn, stop, turn, stop, turn, stop, turn, stop, turn. Go through Rocky, then it's alright, and then you get out, you gotta stop, turn, go through Drayton. 7 hours and 3 minutes if I go through Sundre, Drayton, and all that rough bullshit road, get stuck behind some dick lickers. 7 hours and 9 minutes, 4 lane all the way. Alright. I'll probably forget that I said this, but, and I don't know where my camera's pointing because I always fuck that up too. 8:35 right now. So let's just do this. Screenshot that because that'll get the time in the top corner and how long it says. And all I gotta do is remember when I get there to look again, but it'll be on my log when I stop, you know. So we'll see what if we can come close to Goog.
Give me like a 105 girl, like those real wiry bitches are going crazy. You know?
So they've moved. Like, I remember I used to see their yard beside the highway here, like fucking once in a while back in the day. Just had to phone and be like, where are you guys? But it shows up on Google Maps, so this is not a problem though. We'll just follow that. They're out by Cinch. Seems like a cinch, right? Should be an easy find. Just in Claremont here right now. Highway 2 going north. It's an ice cream barn. Looks like it's closed. So yeah, it was 7 hours and 35. 7 hours and 40 minutes. It's 3 P breaks. 2 load checks. Pretty much had the cruise set at 115 the whole way out. ditch the day you're getting rid of your car. I know. Kind of sad. Is that straight? Fuck, don't hit the ditch. Trading this bitch in. I don't know if I'm not ecstatic about it, but I've been deciding it for a while. I wanted to get a rear-wheel drive car. Ever since this got hailed out and got painted twice, kind of lost my my love for it. I don't know. Call it tainted if you want. I don't know. It's a great car. I like the car. It's just not. It's just not convenient for everyday life. I'm kind of over front-wheel drive, and I really, really, really wanted to go back to rear-wheel drive. So I got myself a budget rear-wheel drive car. I would have taken a 1985 Toyota Celica, 22R, 5-speed. Hard to find. There was one actually. I had one when I was like a teenager in the Yukon. I was like, this thing's fucking great. Minus that it was a pile of shit, but when it ran, it was awesome. Hard to have winter cars that aren't completely perfect in the winter, especially in the Yukon. I fucking traded this in on a Hyundai. I know, you're like, Hyundai? I'm like, I know, fucking trying out the dark side. As I'm reading reviews on them, as I'm fucking making the deal, I'm like, fuck, am I doing the right thing? I almost felt sick to my stomach, and I was like, dude, I'll just fucking leave. Just walk out. And I'm like, you know what? No. Go through with it. Don't pussy out now. It's not my favorite car, but it's kind of the more dependable, or probably not dependable. I hope it is, but it's only got 65,000 K. This has got 136,000 K. The quality of the Volkswagen is fucking tenfold better than the Nissan, the Hyundai, the Toyota, the Subaru. Like, I've fucking checked them all out. And I'm like, dude, like even when I had my 2013 WRX, and this is a 2010, I'm like, Volkswagen fucking kills it when it comes to quality and luxuries. Subaru was all like fucking 10 years behind, it felt like to me. Just shitty stereos, shitty speakers, shitty just like the plastics. You know, everybody fucking likes to scratch their fingers on, this is cheap, that's cheap. Like the fit and finish of a Volkswagen is way better than most. Well, let's just say German cars. Trust me, I looked at Mercedes, I wanted one, and I just couldn't find. You know, I was going for the V8 at least. I was like, yeah, I need that V8 supercharged, automatic, family sedan, like the E55 or S50. Is it S? No. E55 or CL, all that shit. That top end, I was like, it's too fucking expensive.
Denied, denied, approved.
Not to mention the fuel, right? So, yeah, I bought another fucking 4-banger turbo shit banger shit box. It's not a shit box, it's alright. 6-speed, rear-wheel drive. It's got some of your creature comforts like a stereo, leather, heated seat. I think it's leather. Fuck, I don't even remember. They look pretty sexy when they're all done. I will admit that. Not that I'm gonna have any money to be able to do that, like I've done to this. Over the years, getting exhaust intake. I got like a fucking cob access port. This is tuned a little bit, not much. It's got stage 2 to the point where the clutch is like, hey, you need to be upgrading me now. And I'm just like, well, I can't afford that. That's like fucking $3 grand. like $2,000 just to get the clutch. It's probably another fucking $2,000 to get it installed. I'm not into doing it. I don't know. I'm up and down. I wanted a 370 Nissan is what I wanted. That new Toyota GR86 came out and I was like, shit. I was like, that's a damn fine looking automobile. But that Subaru engine, that's the same boat as buying a Korean car. Like that Subaru engine, it's alright if you're nice to it and drive it like a grandma. But I had one. Like I had the WRX Limited 2013. I did not. I wanted to love the car, always wanted the car, and then I was highly disappointed in my $40,000 Japanese car. Always wanted a rally car, and then I finally got one, and I was kind of crushed my dream. But anyways, that's when I ended up getting this. What are we up to today? Well, we're gonna grab a shack in Atchison. I kind of just, it's gonna have to be one of these like, I got some footage here, 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 and here kind of thing, like 3 jobs, 1 video, because my last job was kind of short. So I'm gonna stuff this one into it too. We're gonna go to Atchison to grab a shack, and then we're taking it to some solar panel farm out by Tilly, which is by Brooks, which is east of Calgary, Medicine Hat area. You know, it's almost Medicine Hat, not quite. The truck is giving me grief. It needs wheel bearings or CVs or something, and I'm just like, you know, I don't want to. I'm tired of fixing. The Alberta way is to just dump it and buy something new. It's rare people keep vehicles for more than 5 minutes around here, much like a marriage, relationship, stuff like that. Well, I had to be a furniture mover. I already got that one. I started out by putting everything against that back wall because they're going to be loading it from that side. I'm like, oh, I should go outside and look at the trim. Sure shit. You got to haul it from that side because the way the fucking tin tucks in like this. So if you haul it this direction, you have a chance of peeling a wall off, right? So I already had most of this room here, and then most of this room, small, had it over here. I'm like, shit, should have looked at that first. 60-footer, just open office kind of thing. Generally, we don't haul with all this stuff. Like, typical shacks would have this stuff bolted down, right? So it doesn't move or somewhat fastened to the wall. The only thing you got to do is flip down chairs and you're good to go. Usually they have a little bungee put so it holds it against the desk. So it's just checking on seeing if the payment went through. I'm like, oh, maybe I should have waited till I do all this. I'll take this desk. It's one of those standing desks. Pretty sweet. I don't know if I want to stand and edit for 6 hours, so, but they are pretty cool to have. But yeah, hopefully we'll pull it. We got to take it out from this side, move it out in the middle of the yard, put it back down, of course, grab from the other end, yada, yada, yada. I can't go back on 16.8 Anthony Hyundai because Winterburn is 5.1. So I got to go down to 16, which we're closer to anyways. It just, scales might be open. And that's a 5.5 or 5.4 on the road out there. So we should be good there. A 5.1 over here will not fit. You'd have to get off and go into the that new side of Atchison where that Cal Tire factory our Fountain Tire, whoever is over there, and whip a donut, come back out. So I'm not even gonna mess with that. We'll just go north and then go east. We'll get back on the Anthony Henday and go around to 14, straight out 14 to 36. The 36, I have directions as 10 minutes north of Tilly. That's it. So I'm sure there's another way I could go, but for now we'll go all the way out 36 back to Highway 1, which is just outside of Brooks. Get on 1, go down to Tilly. It's about 35 minutes. And hopefully by then, we'll have other directions. probably not going to do that, but just blew a fucking boost hose off. Right there, just kind of cruising, and all of a sudden, boom! Other side, bro. Fuck! Should have double clamped her. Okay, I'll shut it off. Obviously the one that was the problem. Yeah, well, at least the clamp and everything is still there. Maybe put on couple new clamps. We'll redo that one. Couldn't happen in a better place. At least it's wide. It's not Monday today. I don't know what's going on. Everything has been sucking. My wife will protest when I look for stuff. I can't find shit. That's a stake. That's a stake. This will be the ass end right here, and then imagine there's two more. I can see some spray paint there, so put it here. I probably just literally came in and drove because I was focused. I'm like, oh, there's a stake, but then there's only one. A couple stakes on the outside here, but those are all like boundaries, so let's get this shit off. Sun goes completely down here. I'm like, where are these stakes? because they never told me. It just said buy 4 steaks. I just figured I'd roll in through the gate back there and I would find it. Now, search a whole quarter section of land here where they're setting up this solar farm. I phoned them like twice. I'm like, on my eyes. Had to put a couple of my rags down because I couldn't see them. Pretty much on the mark there. Yeah, nailed that. This was kind of, all the screws are out of the bottom, so I put on some extra just in case. Especially having it way at the back of the load, I'm like, oh, I'll be able to keep an eye on it, it's at the front. But that's backwards. Fucking gloves. Everything arrived in one piece. Fridge is pretty much where I left it in there, moved around a little bit. A couple of the drawers were open, but we're not really a moving company when it comes to furniture. And the shack was too light, so I'm not even gonna bother trying to scissor that down. My buddy lives in Lethbridge, and supposedly he comes out with picker and sets all this shit up. Ex-road train buddy. He's like, got it made, man. I'm just 9 to 5 doing little things like this. Wow, this would probably be a good, I don't know how long a project like this takes, but you're gonna put up a whole quarter section of solar panels. I think I kind of want to blow my head off after the first 3. Only another million to go. And he's like, yeah, I work like 9 to 5. But I'm like, well, that's weird. I work like 5 to 9. Welcome to another amazing day. Yeah, what it is. It's fucking engine lights still on in this thing. Yesterday, as I thought about it on my drive home after I did that shack out to that solar farm, I was driving my GTI and I was like, this is the last time I'm driving this thing. Because as of 10 a.m. today, the insurance is swapped over to the new car I bought. So it's parked at home because I gotta go to work. I phoned Hyundai and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, can the sales guy bring the car to my house and I'll just leave my car at the house? You guys will have a dealer plate because there's gonna be no insurance. I was gonna drive it to work and try to do like the car swap on the way home. I made all these arrangements anticipating that I wasn't gonna have to work, and then later he's like, well, I text him after I made all these arrangements. I'm like, do I have to work tomorrow? I kind of got a few things I need to tie up before, He's like, well, I was gonna send you to Cochrane to get a load of mats. I'm like, balls gate. Fuck! Copy, but okay, I can do that still, and I just have to fudge everything else around, because before that, I had to phone the insurance company as I sat for like an hour and a half waiting for people to make some final improvements on some other things. That shack that I hauled, they're like, oh, let's just make sure the payment cleared. An hour later, he's like, yeah, you can load it up. I'm like, gee, thanks. I literally, by the time I was done coming home last night, and fucking auto, I couldn't scissor because the shack was too light, and I was just gonna leave my truck outside. It's only -2. I was like, I'm like, no, because then I'll be mad that my truck will take so much longer to warm up. Usually I anticipate, I'm like, yeah, I'll come in real early, let it warm up for like a good 35 minutes or so or more, and then I usually don't. So yeah, I'm like, it's only gonna take me like 10 minutes to scissor, but not even 10 minutes. Scissor it back up and get it parked over here in the shop. So yeah, but I had like 35 minutes left by the time I was done, and that was 2 hours off duty while I was not technically loading, but I was there, and all the pissing around sitting there waiting, I'm like, as soon as I roll in, I'm like, off duty, because I know it's gonna be a, I don't want to say fuck show, but there's always things you gotta anticipate when you're working with stuff like that. Bad employee. I was supposed to bring a bag with some like oil and some filters and stuff. He's like, sent me a picture last night, sitting on the barbecue outside the shop. Roll up in here. Like, you grab that stuff. I'm like, shit. He flat this last night, I'm like, yeah, I'll roll in, I'll put it in my truck tonight, not a problem, I won't forget it. Every time I rolled in last night, I had to scissor the trailer, and it was late, and I was just like, I just gotta get home. And of course, yeah, didn't think once of it this morning. Geese are still flying around. Strange. Pretty warm out. It's like 6 above today. Look at them all. South the other way, you fucking idiots.
Uma ameaça foi detectada. Uma ameaça foi detectada.